Hello and welcome to Talkin' Baseball. We're in a flow state. The best game ever played, Adell. Konnor Griffin debuted. Some great series. Let's talk ball. That's it.
Okay.
Jack Kowanowitz.
Byron Buxton.
Round out to third.
He beats it out. Happy 10 years, buddy.
Hello and welcome to Talkin' Baseball, presented by Fanatics Markets, where fans trade on sports. Fanatics Markets, available now on the App Store. I'm Jake Stromboli. That is Trevor Goof. Bobby Golfs is here. D Fields. None of our actual names, people. But that's not what matters, because it's what's on the front of the jersey. That's who we play for. And we're glad baseball is we're almost in a flow. I feel like normally the season's so choppy to start the year, but I don't know. 7 p.m., put baseball on. Some of these pitching matchups, Texas, Cincinnati, the two teams that have tormented me, I don't know. There's a lot of good action going on the field. What's going on the West Coast, Coach Trev?
A lot has been happening out here. I'm now officially kind of out on my AI. I was in on it because I was using it for a lot of my research, but it's just wrong all the time. Okay. So now I'm kind of out on it. I do also feel like baseball has just carried over from the WBC. It's just hot. There's a lot of huge performances, good games. I found myself watching the Blue Jays White Sox series a lot this weekend, which normally I probably wouldn't have on. But it was electric.
Yes.
A lot of good things are happening. So I don't know, man. I'm also picking up your vibe. Check out my new crew neck.
Wow. A little baseball today. Hey, how are you? Coming off last week's Talkin' Baseball today. Yeah, no, it's the Guardians, watching them play the Cubbies, and you're like, well, these guys, how far apart are these teams? And one team we spent a lot of the offseason talking about, and one team we never talk about. So I guess an early sorry to the Guard Dogs fans. But yeah, man, I mean, Baltimore, Pittsburgh, kind of electric, and obviously Connor Griffin joining the show. Padres, Sox, kids.
Even Marlins, Yanks, I was excited to see what the Marlins were going to bring. And we'll get into it. I mean, they kind of choked that second game, but
yeah, I'll tell you what. Those are two teams. Say something not great about the Yankees. Tough matchup. Played the longest game ever played during the pitch clock era. 9 innings. Game 2, and then Game 3 snuck up on it as well. The Marlins just don't die. So again, this is compliments to the Marlins. They are, every at bat is pretty relentless by them. And the Yankees, I think they set a 3-game set record for walks. So it's just Marlins walking guys on the Yankees and just long innings. And these pesky Marlins at bats that, tastefully, I'm good with them not playing for a little bit. I'm glad we did it. The Marlins are a good team. Your NL East leaders, I don't want to get too ahead of the standings. That's your deal.
Please don't. And I also have some one mean thing to say about the Marlins.
Say so. Okay. You want it now or later?
I'll save it. I'm going to save it.
And that's because it's Monday.
Yeah.
So we need to talk about the American League. And Trev, we're going out west. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim hosted the Seattle Mariners, and we saw the greatest game ever played. Torrey Hunter getting in on the commentary. I know that does something for you. Joe Adell, 3 home run robberies in a 1-0 game. Hancock versus Kowanowitz. This is what I'm saying, people. Fire me up. Brian, woo-woo. Back to what he does in that first game. We got zeros into extras. Seattle opens it up late. And then we've got more extras in the final game. George Klassen's first Major League debut. That would be a first. Angels get it done late. Shanuel with the walk-off sac fly. Some clutch Mariners hitting, but it's not enough. Halos win another series. As do the A's. Sacramento was buzzing. Put that game on at any moment and you're having a good time. Unless you're an A's fan in Game 2, where Tatsuya Imai making up pitches on the fly, 3 different kind of sliders, and the Astros offense has been nuts. Arguably the best offense in baseball early on this season. But the Athletics take 2 games, including Brent Rooker with the walk-off 2-homer day. to win the set in Sacto. Fire me up. The White Sox sweep the Blue Jays. Okay, let's talk about it. Horrible weekend for Toronto. Alejandro Kirk to the IL. Broken thumb. Heineman gets the bad side of that as he's thrown into action and literally thrown into action as the White Sox steal that first game and then they sweep them. They get shut out by Davis Martin and the Sox in the final game. Munetaka Murakami. Did I get that? I think so. He's amazing. And we just doubted it. And why? I don't know. He's showing emotion. He's hitting home runs. He's electric. Mention the Guard Dogs. They take 2 out of 3, splitting a doubleheader day, but winning game 1. All 3 of these were very Guardian games. I think we're tied at 1 into the 7th. In the first game, it's a 1-0. They got no hit, essentially. If our guy Conforto takes a different route on a ball, we might be opening with that topic. But then they get it done in that final game. Messick versus Imanaga. Cubs jumped out early, but Guards jumped out late. 3-run inning to take a 6-4 lead in the 9th. You know Gabriel Arias was involved. Big old fake teeth. The Yankees take 2 out of 3. It's just true. Yankees take 2 out of 3. I'm a little jealous. I'm interested. Yanks take 2 out of 3 from the Marlins. We talked about this a little bit. They had a chance to go for the sweep-a-roon, but they couldn't get it done late. The back end of that Yankees bullpen, a little thin, and these Marlins, Xavier Edwards, slapdick no more. Just a fun little ball team, in a rude way to say it. Yanks won those first 2 games. Belly helps lead the comeback in the first. Ben Rice, good. Confirmed. Brewers take 2 out of 3 from the Royals, and that's obvious. Garrett Mitchell, man, every time I bring him up, and when he's playing baseball, he's playing good ball. Brewers win that first game. Of course, it was Chad Patrick. And Kyle Harrison in that final one. Watch out, people. That's a talented left arm with a talented org. Gary Sanchez all over this series. Big Trev Jake series. Kansas City won that middle game. Carter Jensen. We like 2 RBI doubles. Cardinals and the Tigers faced off for 2 out of 3. Framber, how's your Tigers home debut? Shuts out the Cardinals 4-0. Dingler goes deep. Sure did. Tigers, they win again on the follow-up day. Kerry Carpenter, easy power. Jesus was a carpenter. Wasn't that your thing? Jordan Walker might be doing big things this year. He hits a grand slam and throws out a guy at home, but Tigers win. Cardinals salvage the set on the final day. And your final American League Series, we can't wait. It's the Rays. It's the Twins. Rays take 2 out of 3. Twins win that first game. Tristan 50 Shades of Gray with the grand salami. But it's all Rays the rest of the way. Well, I mean, he had to go to extra innings. And Richie Palacios goes deep, deep fly over the boat and right. Tampa gets it done. That's what happened in the AL. Come on. And 1.
Perfect right there. Attaboy, coach. Let's step it up. I got the standings. I'll give it to you right now. You know what? I'm not starting out east. I'm starting out west with my Houston Astros leading the way at 6-4. The Angels, 500. You take it, wouldn't you, Angels fans? You would. 5-5. Texas, 4-5. Seattle, 4-6. And the A's, who took that series, now at 3-6. We'll go Central now. It's always been the Guardians. It's always been the Guardians. Oh, we just have runners on second and third with Gabriel Arias up or Brian Rocchio. 6-4, excuse me. Guardians are on top of the division. Then the White Sox, 4-5. Detroit, 4-5. Kansas City, 4-5. Then Twins, 3-6.
Oh,
in the East,
audio got choppy
New York
there.
Yankees best record in the AL. I can't hear you. Can't hear you. Good for you guys. We'll talk about it. Tampa Bay, 4-5. Toronto, 4-5. Baltimore, 3-6. And my goodness, worst record in the American League. Worst record in all of baseball. The Boston Red Sox are 2-7. Those are the standings in the American League.
Nobody better. Nobody better.
That's insane. Boston.
It's a slow start. It's not what you want. And it's getting loud in the Commonwealth because that's what they like to do. Today's episode is sponsored by SoFi. If you've always considered investing in crypto, but trading platforms have felt a little complicated, I get it. And all of you out there, SoFi is the first nationally chartered bank where you can buy, sell, and hold cryptocurrency all from one simple app. Access over 25 plus cryptocurrencies all on one federally regulated platform with the safeguards of a bank. SoFi provides in-app guidance to help you learn as you go so you can invest smarter. And the best part of all of this, it can be done from that same app with the rest of your finances. Love that. Crypto is inherently risky. You need to make sure it's right for your financial situation. But if you think you want to give it a shot, go check it out with SoFi. SoFi.com/JohnBoy. Start your crypto journey. As a special bonus, right now, SoFi is giving away $100K in Bitcoin each week through April 7th. Open an account today to claim your share. But let's stay out west for now, because I do think two or three of the juiciest series happened out there. And we just want to show Adell, and I mean, it's half joking, it's half not. People are calling it one of the greatest games, maybe one of the greatest defensive efforts, if we did defensive run saved the way I would, because robbing 3 home runs in a 1-0 game, in that final one, diving into the stands, it took over baseball internet. It took over sports internet for a little bit, just because you don't see that. And again, like from where Joe Adell was even a year and a half ago, of like, yeah, he's got a little pop, but the defense is rough. Awesome for him. And one of the most iconic baseball photos we've seen in a little bit with that, the woman who took the picture of him from the stands. I guess that's her right there.
She's doing it right there.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Yes, this was, I mean, it was insane to watch. And then, I wasn't in on this game. I was watching the highlights. I think I was doing like the big inning thing or something at the time.
Nice.
But when you realize, oh shit, it's a 1-inning game, and that one was in the 9th right there. Just all of that adds to kind of what you're talking about, where people are saying one of the best defensive games ever. I mean, that catch is iconic right there. I guess I don't want to say iconic because it happened April. What's that? April 4th.
It's definitely.
So, but the picture was iconic.
Yes.
The performance kind of is iconic. I mean, have we been able to drum up the stats? Like, have we done 3 home run robberies in a game before?
Has
Denzel Clark done it?
Denzel Clark has done it, but it doesn't count because for him it's just too easy. But no, I don't think so. I think that's part of the reason this is so insane. That I mentioned your guy, big game Torrey Hunter's talking about it in the building, I believe. So I don't know, like he gets partial credit for that. And yeah, I know what you're saying, and it is kind of funny because we like to get dramatic. Here's the photo that will live on forever for Joe Adell. Just in the stands, full uni, glove up.
Awesome. I mean, that's going to be all over Angel Stadium for like many years to come. That's cool.
Well, Trev, Sicko Jake said, hey, Joe Adell's breaking out. Like, the home runs are awesome. He was a top prospect. I know we're a long way from this. If we could get Joe Adell to become a Halo statue guy, that's the perfect statue. We've got it. I would put it in the stands. I would block those 2 people's seats views, and I would just have it there. The Joe Adell statue, that'd be so sick.
You could do like a cardboard cutout.
That's not sick. That's not sick.
No,
that's just not cool.
I think it's better off. It's like a picture in one of like the, the concourse. I think that'll be sufficient.
That's a lot safer.
Where else do we go in the
Are you
series?
worried about, I guess Mariners, one of the favorites in the American League. The hitting has not gotten going at all. Raleigh hasn't homered. Naylor's been in a big funk that, I don't know. Again, we get it. It's still so early, but it's what we have to talk about. That, Seattle.
Am I worried about the Mariners' offense? No, not really.
Okay.
No, I'm giving them some grace. So there's a lot of guys with a lot of big numbers on the back of their baseball cards that you expect. Hey, they're going to get back to a semblance of those. So I'm not really worried about that. Plus, they're throwing the ball well too, which is fine. Brian Wu. Versus Reed Detmers, that's like dream matchup for us right there. That's big talking baseball stuff. He looks great. Your guy Emerson Hancock, who a lot of people like to hate on him. Mariners fans like to hate on Emerson Hancock, but he's got some funk to him, dude.
Besides one pitch to Zach Neto, I don't know what you could complain about this season.
It was that first inning too, wasn't it?
Yeah. That was it.
That was
Crazy.
a bomb by Neto. Nice swing by Neto. Right
Miami.
Miami.
That's how I scout now.
I like that.
That's it.
I like that. Yeah, like the Angels have a fun offense. I think we got to talk a little bit more Angels.
Okay.
Yeah, they do, man. Like there's some guys that are fun to watch. Zach Neto's one of them. Nolan Schanuel is one of them. The resurgent Mike Trout. You know that whole thing about Mike Trout takes too many first pitch fastballs?
Yes.
He was up after this at bat. First pitch, right down the middle.
Oh,
right down the middle.
We're doing that. Okay.
I was like, oh man, like let's go try to make it 2-0 right now. Angels fans, let me know how you feel about that. But there's some fun baseball to be played in Anaheim this year. We'll see. Look, we could end up talking about this. Hey, Angels are 500. If Joe Adell isn't there, they're one game under 500.
I like it. And yeah, Mariners fans,
That's
you started
not nice
off.
enough.
You started off 3-7 last year. You're 4-6. So technically you're out of the gate a little better. And then Angels fan, this is adult special. The Angels have started 5-5 or better through the first 10 games of the season since 2021. So 6 straight years they get out kind of without a squeaky wheel, and then this wheel starts screaming usually.
Yeah,
so let's see. But happy for Joe Adell. And we'll keep it AL West, Trev, because I think one of the other juicy series is what went on with the A's. Their offense struggled getting out of the gate a little bit. Such we don't know how much of it. I think there was some Blue Jays pitching, but some of their strikeout numbers were pretty brutal. They put up double digits in the bread games. They do get shut out in that middle game where Amai's kind of the storyline. But yeah, this Astros offense has been electric, arguably the best in baseball. That this was a fun one to kind of wrap up the afternoon slate yesterday.
We could start this all again. Last year, my running, not joke was, but my theme was just take the over in any game in Sacramento, and here we are again. 15 runs, 11 runs, and then 22 runs.
Yeah. Yes.
People, bet the Guardians over, the Brewers over, and then the over in the amount of runs in Sacramento, and you're gonna do all right here. Because number one, they have a fun offense, but number two, that ballpark is just insane, and then they don't have a great pitching staff. It all adds up,
right? The rest
it all kind of makes a lot of sense when you get into it. Yeah, but it was good to see the A's offense busted open. Our guy L Butt with the big homer there. Max Muncy goes back to back with him. That's a lot of fun. Jeffrey Springs, nice outing there. So that's something that they'll need if they want to kind of get back in the swing of things. And then it was good to see Brent Rooker, man. Big day because he had also been struggling coming into that game as well. So hopefully, you get a couple of those big swings, confidence comes back, things start to turn around. And when he hits them, he's got a pretty swing.
It's a pretty swing. I mean, just like the cool feeling of knowing you hit a walk-off, kind of no question marks. And yeah, 2 homers, 6 RBI day for him. Kurtz gets 2 hits and 3 walks in that final game. He had really been struggling. And then Trev, again, the Astros offense is doing a lot.
Yes.
Getting on base at like a 400 clip as a team right now. I think the story coming out of them this weekend was Amai, and we got to see his first outing, not so much. This outing, so much. And it was cool hearing Jeff McNeil talk about it. And if you saw, I don't know if it's Pitch Ninja or whoever was posting Amai stuff, but man, he's got 3 different sliders, which kind of, as we're talking about some of these pitchers that have multiple fastballs now and stuff like that, it feels like one of the next evolutions of the game is like, hey, if you've got a good slider, why don't you also try a different slider? Like, have 2 sliders if you could throw it well, if you got a sweepy one and a downhill one. I know we've already done some of that, but Amai's backup one, that thing's gross, and nobody throws that in the bigs.
Yeah, it's great if you can do it and you can execute. A lot of times pitchers will say, well, if I have a good pitch, like if I try to mess with the grip or, the arm slot, I might lose the one that I know I can throw. I guess the counter to that is the way the data is now and like the info they have, they can always just go back and say, hey, when it's good, this is where your hand is. This is where your arm angle is. So let's make sure we get back that. Like there's this baseline of information these pitchers have. So yeah, I think that does allow them to kind of tinker with different hand placements, Mize, like the sliders, it's here, whatever it is, different grips. But it's one of the hardest things as a hitter is, if you recognize fastball and one goes up shoot, one goes here, and one goes there, it's just off your barrel. Is essentially what happens. You could be on time to it, but it's off your barrel. Same thing with a slider like that. Like, it's almost like what they would talk about with Mo's cutter is it moved differently. It wasn't gonna move the same amount every single time. Sometimes it would have that backup nature to it, like a my slider, and it would just buzzsaw you. So there's a lot to it, but as a hitter, it's just not fun facing a guy like that.
And they're going to need him to step up. Hunter Brown goes to the IL, and the Astros pitching has been pretty, I was going to say trash. That's not normally a word I throw around, so I don't want to, but they haven't been good. They're bottom 5 in pretty much every category so far, and Hunter Brown was kind of the horse leading the charge with them. But yeah, it does suck as we're starting to get in the season. You mentioned Trouty before. He got hit in the hand by a pitch. Brendan Donovan misses a couple games. So as this season starts to go on, and it's kind of the dirty little secret when we do team profile and projections, and we're like, wait, why are these numbers so low? It's because, well, when teams start losing dudes, that changes the whole profile of it. So the Astros hunting for pitching, losing Hunter, kind of brutal.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they have to figure that out. I don't know their farm system well enough to like, hey, is there anybody coming up? That surely doesn't seem like it right now with kind of like the way they've approached it. But yeah, I mean, that's a massive talking point in Houston right now.
Cody Bolton getting the call. Trev, you said you wanted to talk some White Sox. I think we had to talk some White Sox because they swept the Blue Jays. Extras in that first game. Otherwise, a lot of White Sox, a lot of energy. It was good seeing. It's not guaranteed rate anymore, right? Did we get another name change on that field? Still might be guaranteed rate. I don't know. It was good seeing White Sox with some positive energy. And, dude, Murakami looks great.
Rate field.
Okay.
Great. Fantastic.
Dodgers is not Dodger Stadium anymore.
Did they rename the
field at Dodger Stadium?
Exactly.
Which Uniqlo kind of badass. I like the brand. Anyways, yeah, White Sox. I agree. Energy was there. I mean, they made an emphasis on being aggressive on the base pass, playing good defense, which they kind of did this series, and maybe it was just the being next to the Toronto Blue Jays defense because they were pretty much buns the entire time. They've been buns all season, which is very uncharacteristic of them. But yeah, you're seeing plays the White Sox made here. And again, aggressive, stealing bases, running the ball out. Not, there was Chase Meidroth hit into a double play, but busted it down there. They ended up overturning it. Just aggressive like that. And it seems like they were just putting pressure on Toronto's defense the entire time. I do want to talk about, I think it was game 2. Let me see. It was game 2. And this is something you got to love if you're a White Sox fan. So the Blue Jays bring in, middle of the game, they bring in Brendan Little, who's one of their lefties out of the bullpen. And it's to face Murakami. And they got Colson Montgomery there too, who's also a lefty. And they both have just incredible bats. They both go yard.
Yeah. Against
lefties. And this goes into a whole different point. Shout out Murakami, who's been incredible. I love watching Montgomery's at bats too. Like those guys, it's going to be a lot of fun to watch them. And I'm so curious what they do with Murakami. They gave him the 2-year deal. Like if he goes and 2 months in, he's like looking like, oh my gosh, like this is as good as we could have imagined. Like, do they try to extend him? Are they looking to capitalize on that contract they have and trade him somewhere? White Sox fans probably not happy to hear that, but that's in the cards. I would try to extend him. He looks so good right now, man. I just thought those were really cool at bats. And again, like kind of throughout the league, like O'Neal Cruz has hit lefties really well to start the year. And I think we're getting, in my opinion, these guys should face lefties more often. I know in the middle of the game, you're not going to take these guys out, but like, let's have them there against the starters too, especially if they're young. I want them to have bats against lefties to, you can't hit lefties if you don't ever get to see them.
Right.
Isn't that the whole gist of it? Justin Morneau always talks about that. So that was on my mind there. Other than that, I talked about Toronto's defense. Tyler Heineman, a couple tough plays for him defensively, throwing one over first base, then throwing one over the third baseman's head. On what was like, can we get that play up? The one he threw over the third baseman's head? The Ernie Clement like fake job right here.
Ernie Clement fake job.
Yeah. This is like a most nonchalant fake. And it somehow fooled the runner. And it was actually the third base coach that told him to go. And then we have that. That's just got to clear a lane there, Heine. You got to know that. Got to clear a lane, throws it over. He also made a base running mistake, got thrown out at third base with Vladdy on deck. It's just poor baseball by the Blue Jays, essentially.
Was tough, man. He gets thrown into action in that first game because Kirky does get hurt, and that's when he throws the one away at first. Yeah. Tough for Heine. Hey, he's going to get some playing time opportunity, and he was incredible last year. Every time you look at the stats, the Kirk one, significant. We talked about in the position unit draft, like what that guy brings to pitch framing and stuff. I know we're still figuring that out because if we can just challenge those pitches now, how much does it matter? But a significant loss. I mean, one of the better catchers in the game. You got, Schneider's coming out and saying, we've had a couple games that looked like us. We've had a bunch that haven't. Which I don't know. Again, maybe we're too zoomed in. Maybe we're not, because their brand of baseball was what made them so different last year. And hey, also some snaps for the White Sox, and the names have changed. Like that's when we looked at this team a couple years ago. We were, it's kind of like, holy smokes, what's going on here? Colson Montgomery, legit prospect. Murakami, legit guy. Like, the names have changed, and a couple opener days to sneak through.
Miguel Vargas looks great.
Again, if he's not sad, because that was...
Yeah, he's not sad anymore.
I don't
probably
think
still
he
a little
is.
sad, deep down, yeah.
I think he was. I don't think he is anymore.
I had something else during that game, or that series, too. Oh, Sean Burke looked great. Big dude on the hill. He looked great. Yeah, I mean, look, I think there should be some general excitement with the White Sox right now.
And I think there is. The stadium was rocking. I struggled to tell their pitchers apart, but that's on me. I've got to get better on that. Like Burke, Smith, and Davis Martin. I haven't been scouting those guys as deeply as I'd like to, White Sox fans.
Get in there, coach.
So, yeah, I mean, Shane Smith. Which one has the righty changeup? Is that Smith or Martin? All right, White Sox fans didn't like how that segment ended, but it's just being real. Today's episode is sponsored by Shady Rays. Shady Rays are built for real sports fans. No more squinting through the sun to track that fly ball when you already got your sunnies on. I wore my Shady Rays to opening day this week, and that was delightful. Their polarized lenses help you read everything that's going on. Scoreboards, missing calls, and they won't slip with their lightweight frames. So whether you're at the ballpark, the golf course, or watching from the patio, and they got you covered, man. Shady Rays lost and broken protection. If you lose or break them, even right after you get them, Shady Rays replaces them. No drama, no stress, no replacement guilt. Just a new pair headed your way. So go check out Shady Rays, and it's one of our best deals, people. Talkin' 40. Talkin' 40, 40% off 2 or more pairs of polarized sunglasses. Head to shadyrays.com. Talkin' 40. Cubs guards, coach, if you want to run with it, I feel like we've both already made our jokes about it, but it's 1-1 into the 7th. Arias home run, and then DeLauder gets another one. Talk about getting your hands in it. That was insane. It doesn't look like a normal swing. And then a doubleheader day where Edward Cabrera hits them. Conforto should have caught that ball. And then the guard dogs fight back to win a series. Like, we're back to saying the same Guardian stuff again.
Yeah, essentially. Again, they just kind of stay in the game long enough to put runners on and kind of get that hit. They have the pitching that allows them to do that. You're going to have those games where a guy comes and shoves against you, like Edward Cabrera. It kind of happens a lot to them, where they'll have one of those a series, but they'll win the other two because they kind of just do like the little things right. Still love watching Steven Kwan at bats. The Imanaga Messick matchup was pretty fun to watch. Yeah. Both those lefties kind of twirling it up there. Imanaga looks great. People were ready to ship him out of town too.
I know. It blows my mind how some pitchers don't have to like follow their leg through. Like the pitchers that can land flamingo style, I'm like, what? Like it just blows my mind. Like
There's a lot of balance, like too much balance, you're saying?
For me, it's so hard to throw a ball because I'm not a pitcher. Sometimes Munetaka doesn't even bring his left follow-through leg all the way through. It's just like, God.
You also, when you throw, don't like go through the ball. You stop. Yeah, I tell you, you got to go through the ball.
Because if I do, I throw 48 miles per hour. So I'm trying to make it off the island when I throw, and I'm just whipping it with everything I've got.
Okay.
That's
we'll work on that this week.
Some Cubs guards.
This week. They were talking during the broadcast about Imanaga and just saying, like, after this hamstring injury last year, he had nothing to push off on. And I think a lot of times when we see guys come back from injuries, oh, he's fine. But, like, the reality is, like, a lot of times, yeah, you lose strength or your body, like, kind of guards you from using that part of your body. It just happens naturally. Mechanics change. All these things happen, and then he looks a lot like himself because his body's like back to being healthy. You can't lose that.
Adds up to me.
You can't lose that during the season. I feel like sometimes we do, and especially as baseball fans, you're like, this guy's a bum now. It's like, well, he's just maybe not feeling his best.
Yeah.
Like
it's a sick cycle, man. It really is that. Yeah. I hope he's good for them, and they hope he's good for them because Cade Horton goes down right forearm. And that's the guy that when you looked at the Cubs rotation, and Cubs fans were the first to let us know, like, no, we do have a one starter. We have a guy. It's Cade Horton. You missed the breakout. Like, no, I didn't. Not the news you wanted to hear, but yeah, that changes kind of the Cubs outlook. And it also shows Edward Cabrera, who they also added, how good of a start he's having, how massive that is for them.
Absolutely. I had a tweet because everyone talks about Chase DeLauder and his swing, and you said how weird it is. There was a comp to him and Kenny Lofton.
Interesting.
Yeah, maybe I'll try to send it over. It was somebody tagged me in it. Let me see if I can send it over.
I can kind of envision that, the opening up a little bit.
Yeah. I didn't have Kenny Lofton's swing like in my mind.
I guess for Kenny, it just felt like when he was doing that, he was also putting himself in a position to run faster than everyone, which that's not what DeLauder's doing. Pop's got it.
How'd you get that so fast? I couldn't even find that fast.
That's what he does. That's why he's the GOAT.
Pretty good, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like the low hands finish.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yes, but when I saw Kenny Lofton doing that, I was expecting him to run out of the box for a triple where DeLauder's kind of been not homer or bust, but a little bit.
He has massive pop.
It's real, man. Get your hands in. That's all we've been saying. Cubs, there was one thing on the broadcast that made me laugh. Michael Busch's mom is an Olympian, I believe. Yeah. Made a nice play at first, and they started talking about it. And Michael Busch's quote was, his mom's outlook on competing athletically is very similar to Alex Bregman's. So that was my reaction. I was just sharing the information. I was just like, wow, that's what is going on in that Cubs locker room. Okay, we're getting out of the gate.
Just two fiery competitors.
That's it.
They like ball.
It was kind of, yeah. I mean, after that, I don't want to say corny, but it was like, if you want to be special, practice to be special. And I was like, okay, I don't know if Bregman and your mom are saying that.
Is Ian Happ in his I'm just going to hit 40 homers mode because leads the league in strikeouts and leads the league in homers?
I feel like I've already pushed my Ian Happ text limit early this season, so I'm going to leave it. But Normally he says early on he's just trying to hit for contact because we saw some of the Wrigley balls early on this year. But I don't know. Let it eat, big dog. Hit 40. We'll find a spot for you in left field.
Yeah, you should have 5. You had that one taken back, actually.
Yeah. Free agent after the year, Ian Happ. Watch out.
Okay.
Yanks fish. I guess, what do you want? Did Talkin Yanks on this last night. The Yankees pitching had been a story around baseball that changes a little bit after these final 2 games where the pesky Marlins, man, they are no joke. They're going to be in the mix throughout this baseball season. And yeah, I guess my final scouting report right now, the Yankees top of the lineup looks fantastic. Trent, Judge, Rice, Belly, Stanton. Rest of the lineup looks anemic.
Yeah. What I watched game 2 here, especially towards the end. I was tuned in when your boy Sanoha had the hit. They end up tying the game, and then the play that was it Giancarlo hit the ground ball up the middle, and Lopez just didn't. I don't know. There's a bad route to it or something.
Okay.
Like I thought he could have got a force out there and just kind of like backed up and let it through.
Marlins
mad at him.
Marlins defense was their Achilles heel this series. It was. I think the Yankees scored on 3 pass balls. It just wasn't sharp. I know. I know.
I know. Yeah, that was right after that.
Sanoha listed 5'7", 150. Rob, order up the jerseys. Like that's.
I guess he has. That's right now. They're not lying about height anymore. I was gonna say shorter, but they ain't lying about height anymore. I don't know anything else on this game. I mean, you kind of got it. Ben Rice, bad challenge, challenger, good hitter.
Throughout the series, it was kind of insane. I think the Yankees were 1 for 7, and the Marlins at one point were 10 for 11. I think they missed their last one, but yeah. So it was a clunky series, man. I know I said it off the rip, and I'm not complaining about it, but the longest game in the pitch clock era was game 2, and then. Game 3 got close to it and also had a 5-hour rain delay. So Sunday was kind of if you're a Yankees or a Marlins fan, you kind of had a grinder of a final 2 days going.
What game was it that Bednar came in, Jazz kind of just flat-footed the ground ball? Was that yesterday or game 2?
That is game 2. Yes.
Not a great look for Jazz right there.
No, he did have a little bobble, but you have to know who's run. Like, it's basic stuff. It can't happen. Yeah. And they came out and they said that. And, like, the first one's on you. What's that?
This is what I had to say. Kind of baseball related, for being honest. I was going to say not really, but kind of. Owen Casey.
Oh.
We need to fix the uni. Like, there's just something with the uni that I'm not digging right now. Like, the pants either got to be a little tighter because that's the style now, or a little bit longer to go over the cleats. He's kind of got that like jogger look going right now.
Okay.
With some really narrow cleats and just not, he doesn't look good in the uni. We got to clean it up. It's fine. You're young. You're figuring the show out.
Right.
You got all the skills in the world, but we just got, that's what they call the 6 tool, is looking good.
We've had our questions about Canadian outfielders.
Yeah.
Fashion. Throughout the entirety of this program.
So true.
I'm interested to see. I mean, like a lot of guys, you end up having that glow up that, Owen Casey's not a bad looking cat. That orange hair can be pretty jarring with some of the Marlins uni colors.
It has nothing to do with his hair. It's the way he wears the uni.
Well, no, I know you're going uni. I'm not. I'm just saying I think if this continues, which it could, I think it could be like an intimidation thing. Just like this Paul Bunyan motherfucker from Canada. He doesn't really care how the uni's sitting. He's
a bad uni guy on purpose?
He just crunches baseballs.
You got to be really, really good to do that.
Russell Branyan, but more contact.
He had tighter pants, I think. Coach, we're running long. We gotta chew through
Well,
this.
what do you want to say? I mean, I don't have much for your Twins race, if we're being real with the people.
There's not a lot there, man.
That's
bad
good.
weather. It just was not great for the Twins. Shout out Byron Buxton, 10 years service time.
That was nice.
Yeah.
And then hey, if you're people new to the program at this, I don't want to say this time of the year, but sometimes every series isn't going to be talked about. Like I think I had the Brewers taking 2 out of 3. I think I had the Tigers taking 2 out of 3 from the Cardinals. That if there's anyone you'd like to highlight, Coach Trev, I know there's one Tiger player you'd like to highlight.
Oh, Jay Flair?
Yeah.
Congratulations, got engaged. Love that for him. I love, and he needs that. He needs love. If there's anything Jay Flair needs, my guy, I give him love. He needs that love. Who doesn't need love?
Feel bad for the Tigers fan that came into this and is like, you know what? I want to hear a little dingler.
Well,
I want
I'm gonna talk one of the players in a little
Oh.
bit. I was kind of excited to see Dustin May throw against them. I don't really get it because sometimes he looks nasty. A lot of times he's just kind of either really wild or right over the plate. And the Tigers kind of took advantage of that in that range shortened game. But yeah, Dylan Dingler, nice job. Jordan Walker, there is things Cardinals fans, like a lot of the data centric baseball people really liking some of the stuff that he's doing early on as far as, his swing shape, which is kind of, I don't know, it's like always been there to me. It looks like he's standing farther away from the plate. Don't quote me on that.
Okay.
But he just kind of looks like he's got a ton of space in his swing right now. Look at that. So that pitch is like inner third, but he's fully able to get extension on that. It's a freaking bomb, dude.
Yeah.
And has he always been pretty like a good hitter? They sent him down. He was like on a 13-game hit streak. Like I don't know what they've been doing to him.
He hit his rookie year. The past 2 years have been very ugly, like all around. He's 23 years old. He turns 24 in May. So
yeah,
again, this is hopefully the Cardinals' opportunity for him because that one swing we showed, that's silly power.
Last year, not good.
No.
Last year, not good. Yeah, I remember that. I remember him struggling. I didn't know if that was all year long because I think there was a few spurts here and there. Well, whatever he's doing now, he looks good.
It's working.
There was a stat. Someone put out like all like the best hitters in the league right now, like the furthest away from the plate.
Okay.
Like Judge, Ohtani, like Walker's, I think, on that list as well. Like if you go look who's closest to the plate, it's like not good hitters.
Because they're also massive human beings. You just named.
Yeah. I mean that helps.
Yeah,
it helps to be able to do that. Yeah.
Watching Altuve basically step on the plate with his swings.
I think he's also far away from the plate, and he steps
it's where you
into
start.
It.
Okay, that makes me feel a little better.
Yeah, you can look that up. I don't know if you can somehow find that, but yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry. Sorry, Brewers, Royals. I don't have much.
Okay, let's go.
Should we do the National League then?
Yeah.
Trev, we're heading out to Pittsburgh. Raise the Jolly Roger. We're sweeping the Baltimore Birds. And 19-year-old Konnor Griffin makes his debut. He gets a hit in the game. Youngest Pirate to get a hit since Mazeroski passed away earlier this year. So, one of those weird baseball things is going on. And what's been weird in Pittsburgh, they haven't been winning at all. They win all 3 of these games. Nick York with the walk-off double. Pitchers fielding hurt the Orioles in that second game. And Dylan Cease had a bad one. Sorry, Dylan. O'Neal Cruz has been homering with everyone, or better than everyone, I guess I would say. Pirates have some good juice and a little win streak. Wait for the standings, people. Padres take 2 out of 3 from the Red Sox. Speaking of standings, Red Sox, as Coach Trev mentioned, woof. But hey, they won their home opener. Wilson Contreras gets on one from Mike King. Marcelo Mayer with the insurance run. Otherwise, it's the fathers. Tatis gets to Chapman in the 9th inning to win that game. Walker Buehler and Ranger Suarez. Hello. Jackson Merrill tears it up against his favorite team from childhood. And Mason Miller. Gross. Mets take 3 out of 4 from the San Francisco Giants. The Giants won that first game. Let's go. Matt Chapman RBI double. Arise. After that, not as much. Nolan McLean, 15 up, 15 down to get it started. Clay Holmes, dominant through 7 innings himself, just pounding the zone. That led to them 10-3, 9-0. And then Senga. Trev, a lot of people are being like, is Senga back? He never left, and you had it. Let the people know. Mets take 3 out of 4. Braves and the Diamondbacks, they end up splitting 4. Braves win the first 2 games. They win the first one ugly. 17-2? What? Grant Holmes versus Erod. How's your pitching duel? Didn't have that on the bingo card necessarily. Bryce Elder's been great for the Braves, but it's not enough as they win. D-backs win 2-1, and then they walk off Ketel Marte in the final game. They split 4, okay? The Reds sweep the Rangers. I mentioned these are two of my favorite teams, or I don't know if they are my favorite teams, two of my more tormenting teams, because all of the talent. Rhett Lauder, Kumar Rocker, Chase Burns, Jack Leiter in a 2-0, 2-1 Reds win. Also, this is a little Jakey analysis. That Tyler Stevenson go-ahead 2-run homer, right center in Texas, I can't tell if the ball's going to get out or not. Every ball that way is a complete mystery. I don't know if it's the camera angle or the outfielder routes, but it just is. Rhett Lauder dominated, didn't give up a run. Jock Peterson did his best, pinch hit solo homer, but Ellie and the boys break it open late as the Reds get the sweep. The Phillies, they take 2 out of 3 from the Colorado Rockies, and that's obvious. 11 batters in the first inning of the game. That'll do good. But then, Jesus Lizard, 11 punch tickets and 1 earned run in Coors. They win a 1-run game that day. And then the Rocks. Come on, they're different this year. Sagano pitches well. Your guy, Mickey Moniak, with his second homer of the game. And then the final series, your best Western Road Warriors. It's time. The Dodgers sweep the Nationals. Hey, 13 runs, 10 runs, 8 runs. That comes out to 10-plus runs a game. A little analytics from me. C.J. Abrams did his best job. Miles Michaelis, it felt unfair for a little bit. Kyle Tucker with his first home run as a Dodger. Fredericks all over this. Mookie News kind of tough oblique, so reach out, Trev. But otherwise, the Dodgers were just so dominant. Andy Pajes, arguably the best hitter in baseball so far this season. That's what they need. Life's a trip. Make the most of it with Best Western. That's what happened in the National League.
And boy, Pop, way to go. I got the standings, and let's start out west. That's what we do on Mondays. The Dodgers, as you mentioned, really doing it. 7-2. They lead the West over the Arizona Diamondbacks, who are 5-5. The San Diego Padres kind of struggle bus, but they face another team that was more on the struggle bus. So they're 4-5 now. The Rockies 3-6, and the San Francisco Giants. Every time I try to give them some grace, they want the smoke. They want me to continue.
They want the smoke.
They're 3-7. In the Central, the Brewers, of course, guys, it's Brewers, it's Guardians, it's the over in Sacramento. They're 7-2. The Reds 6-3. The Pirates 6-3. The Cardinals 5-4. And the Cubs, best team in the division? What? Not right now. Last place at 4-5. And then the East, of course, the Marlins. Peter Bendix. Does he know what he's doing? They're 6-3. Half game above both the Mets and the Braves, who are 6-4. The Phillies 5-4, and the Nationals, after getting swept by the Dodgers, at 3-6. Those are the standings in the National League.
Well done, Coach Trev. Let's open with something we don't open with a lot. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates. Because Konnor Griffin makes his debut, number 1 prospect in the game. Gets the double. The crowd goes nuts. The family going nuts. All that debut stuff we love. And more importantly, if you're a Pirates fan, you've seen some cool players come up. Like we did all this with Skeens, right? Obviously, pitcher and position player, a little different, but you also want to start seeing some winning. And they sweep this series over the Orioles, who I don't know, they were involved in all these games, and yeah, tough pitcher playing defense in the 8th inning of that second game that might have gotten the Orioles the win. But the vibes have changed, and that's got to be not all you ask as a Pirates fan, but it's what you needed.
They've been hitting, or the guys at least they brought in to hit have been hitting. We knew they were able to throw the ball, which they've done. But we talk about Konnor Griffin, the energy that he brings to the yard, great. But you still got to go do it. So B. Lau, great start to the year. Ryan O'Hearn, great start to the year. And they got a little bit pesky in that game, too. York was in as a pinch runner, I believe, earlier on. And they get to his at bat. He actually strikes out. But the Orioles did not have a challenge left because Gunnar had used it the inning before. So Helsley wants to challenge what he thinks is a clear strike 3, taps the hat. They don't got challenges left, Pop. So York gets second life. Konnor Griffin on deck, by the way. I was kind of like wanted to see that matchup with a game on the line. But York comes and gets the big hit for them anyway. But they've been a different team offensively, and as you can tell by the scores in these games, they don't need a ton. That's like the whole thing with these Pirates. They don't need to score a ton because the pitching is good. But 5 runs or better. Give it to them, Pirates, and they've been able to do that. O'Neal Cruz, they were talking about last year, how he struggled against lefties, and fuck, he struggled against lefties, dude. Yeah. Hit 102, 224, slugged 176.
Hey, was that a 102, pal?
102. The OPS was 400.
Yeah.
125 plate appearances. So he had 11 hits and 108 at bats. This year already, he has 7 hits against lefties. Crazy. He's mashing lefties.
3 homers.
What does that mean? I don't know, man. Like, he's improving. Something's changed with his approach. That's a great sight to see if you're a Pirates fan. A great sight to see. So, yeah, Konnor Griffin's debut, the energy, all that stuff is great, but you're getting some performances from guys. And maybe that's just the whole, hey, we went out and spent in the offseason, and we feel better about our chances. Like the confidence is there.
It's a little more confidence. Braxton Ashcraft with a really nice start too. That's another reason that people are excited about this team. So I think rotation hasn't allowed a home run yet. That's a pretty good formula. I like that. Longest streak since 1943. Those Pirates teams were tough. Yeah, I don't know. I want to see the next steps for both of these teams. Orioles, you're probably hanging your head because you don't have that as a sweep going into the season. Again, they could have really had that game too, but I don't know. It's a Pittsburgh weekend, man. Sometimes the baseball gods have more for you, and when the first teenage shortstop to play multiple games since Joe Cronin 100 years ago for the Pirates, Hall of Famer Joe Cronin. And a good note by Dalt. Dick Bartell in 1927 did play 1 game at shortstop. Okay. So that's quite the Threes company over there. Trevor,
shout out my guy Craig Alvarez. He gets tossed.
Yeah, we got a couple first hooks. Vitello
we did.
Yeah, it's that
they
time.
Were talking. Yeah, he needed that. It was like a Blaze Alexander thing. He wanted time, didn't get it. Then another pitch got thrown. He wasn't ready, and he's like, "What the hell is going on?" And it's
crazy.
The umpire, like, have some feel. Like, let's get this game in order, okay? Like, so I think he wanted time there, and then they're arguing. So Blaze is like, "What the hell is going on?" He's like, not in the box, and then the pitcher is like ready to go, throws, and another strike goes right through him, and he's like, "What is going on here? You're just yelling. What am I supposed to do here?" That's on the umpire right there.
Felt like an umpire elevating the situation, which I don't like. Again, it's getting hot out there. That, like, having someone scream at you and kind of shit talk you. I get it. It's not perfect, but God, when you see that neck fully turned and when you see an umpire screaming, it's just like I don't mind that, but you can't. Now you have to understand the play is still going on, the pitch clock is still going on, so you need to reset that. Yes,
you need to waive it. Essentially, that's kind of my thing there. They also were talking on the broadcast about the Orioles throwing like behind runners a ton, like trying a bunch of pickoffs from their catchers, which makes a lot of sense because Craig Alvarez, catcher.
Wow.
Yeah, love that.
Wow. I guess 1 minute, any ABS update by you? For me, I am just shocked that we don't have like a 9th inning rule. Because again, going back cross sports, when NFL first started doing replay, they had within 2 minutes, we're going to replay it because you want to get the call right. Right now, baseball is currently set up reverse, that you're liable to get the calls wrong later in the game if you misuse your challenges.
Yeah, and that's weird because they do it with replay challenges. They give you another one. Right? Isn't that the rule?
Well, if you get it right, you get to keep all of them. So you could just
what
keep
I'm saying
rolling.
is, you can maybe you don't get another one, but you can still ask them to replay it.
And extras, do you get one? Maybe that's what it is. Yeah, but I don't know.
Very confusing.
Right now, we've got ninth innings in games where the call is getting wrong. Where
I kind of don't mind that, to be honest with you. I kind of don't mind.
Fine.
Yeah, because at least I like the gamesmanship a little bit.
Good.
Because if you're going to do that, might as well just make the entire thing ABS. Or not ABS. Yeah, just the entire thing automated. Yeah.
It's part of the talk.
Okay.
We'll see. Trev, in the Commonwealth, the Red Sox come home. They kick their 5-game losing streak, only to lose the next 2 games. Randy Vasquez has looked really good for San Diego. Mason Miller is literally unhittable. And yeah, I don't know. We jokingly were throwing up the panic flag, and as you look at the standings and as they start to go, something's got to change. And it's a baseball town that wants to be loud, not for the wrong reasons, and that's where they're currently at.
I think there's still just a lot of stuff from last year in the offseason spilling over into this season. You could talk about their play. They've been striking out a ton. The offense hasn't been there. But I think a lot of the frustration is we traded Devers. We didn't re-sign Bregman. There's articles coming out about John Henry that people are really upset with the ownership right now. So it all kind of is like culminating. You start 2-7, and it's just a bad feeling out there. And the Padres are kind of like on the same track there. Getting the victory in the series here, win the second 2 games. But I think a lot of Padres fans are feeling kind of the same about their team. They just happen to win those games. Both of these franchises, ton of talent on the field, but it just hasn't really worked out. I don't know, man. I want to believe in both these teams so badly.
Both offenses are struggling. I think the Red Sox are 27th in runs scored right now. San Diego is 25th. Something's gonna, like right now. It's basically been Jackson Merrill versus Wilyer Abreu, like 1v1. Obviously,
like Tatis doesn't look like Tatis anymore.
Yeah, I mean, hey, he did when he got Chapman, and he did defensively a couple times. He also didn't defensively a couple times. That it's
offensively. Beginning of this season and then even last year as well, it's just like it's good but not great. And that's like, to me, I still have him in that upper echelon of talent, and it just really hasn't been there. It's disappointing to see it. Sometimes you see him play, and he has games throughout the year, obviously, where like the defense is insane. He finds the stroke. It's all great. But I don't know, man. Yeah, and I'm talking about a guy that was a 6'4" player last year, but I think a lot of that is.
I don't want to do this to you because we could do it with everyone. It's April 6th. Like, everyone's going to have a bad 10-game span, probably multiple times throughout this season. But you're right. Like, every year we can't every year do like, is this going to be the Tatis MVP season? If post him coming back, we haven't really seen that. We've seen him be a very good player, and a couple of the defensive plays, man, they're so fun. But yeah, like we also saw that postseason where he was as locked as a hitter can possibly be, that it's like, hey, when are we getting, if we get that for 162, you might be the best player in the game.
I think I just have him on I think I just have it on a pedestal, like a massive pedestal still. Maybe my expectations need to come down just slightly. Other than that, the Manny Machado kickball was amazing.
Yeah, give me that.
Super heads up play. So good. And like, he definitely kicked this ball, like, or at least like tried to hit it with his leg. He ended up kicking it like perfectly.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like he goes into it without intention. Like, it's a get out of the way, and then it's like right in front of him that he's just like, all right, I'm just going to stomp it. Pretty intense. That's
so good.
The reaction by the catcher is just incredible. Yeah, high IQ ball, I guess.
It is a very high IQ ball, yeah. I mean, Machado's a ball player. For as much flack as he gets, I don't know.
Where's he from?
Miami. Mason Miller's filthy. Let's move on.
Okay. Yeah, you're going to hear more about him later. A little spoiler. I also have someone in the Mets game. Mets series. I want to talk about coming up later. This episode is sponsored by SeatGeek. The MLB season is here. We made it. But not to mention, NBA and NHL are rolling, and the World Cup is coming this summer, which is why we need to tell you and give a shout out to our friends over at SeatGeek. 35 million downloads, 70,000 listed events. SeatGeek is the #1 rated ticketing app, and it's MLB's official ticket marketplace. Each ticket rated 1 to 10. 1 bad, 10 good. Bang. Green good, red bad. Those are their dot system. You got it figured out. And we got another code for you. Talkin 2026. 10% off your next set of tickets at SeatGeek. That's 10% off tickets with promo code Talkin 2026. Make sure you download the app. You have the code automatically added to your account so you can use it whenever you're ready. Talkin 2026 at SeatGeek. Yeah, I guess it was interesting when I was reliving the series. Game 1 felt so long ago, as you and I are just getting into our flow with series recaps. Going back to Thursday night, as I watched most of this game and I saw it on the sheet. I was like, "What? Susak's 3-hit day? Fantastic! Yeah. Good for him and that crying child in the stands." But it was Mets the rest of the way, and when I see McClain and Clay Holmes' box scores, that'll do it. That'll do it.
Yeah, I mean, a great performance by the Mets. They ended up losing Soto. He had to exit. Little calf tightness. That stinks.
Sad Soto press conference always hits horribly.
Yeah.
It's like one of the most jovial baseball players when he's doing it right. To see him do a sad presser, it's so miserable.
A lot of this was Mets pitching and then poor defense by the Giants and then a couple big hits by the Mets. I mean, that's a great series for them to go out west and be able to take that. Phenomenal. But yeah, McClain looks nasty. Holmes to my guy Tobias Myers, who I'm maybe the highest in baseball on. That was nice. I do have a Matt Chapman take because he got a lot of flack during the series and early on. There's been, I think, 3 first basemen over there.
Okay.
I think it's Gerard,
Schmidt,
Rafi,
Devers,
and Schmidt.
Yeah.
All of them should have caught the balls. They should have caught all the balls. Like he's not wrong. Were they perfect throws? No, but like they should have caught the ball.
Catch the ball.
That's
fine.
Like I know it's fun. It's fine. Chapman, I'm sure will say, go ahead and talk shit. It's fine. He's a very confident guy, but they all should have caught the ball. Like all of them.
Catch the fucking ball.
Catch the fucking ball.
Is all Matt said.
Vitello gets thrown out because he was trying to he was arguing over the baseline.
It was time to get thrown out.
They've made that very clear now.
What
you have to do. You might not agree with it, but his post-game press conference after that was insane.
Yeah, I mean, I get it because originally, I don't think they called it that way, and then they got together and they did it. I don't know. Vitello was.
But it's clearly what the runner was doing wasn't wrong. Was wrong. It is what it is, dude.
It was intent to get thrown out, and Albernaz, the new guys. At this point, you want to get it out of the way.
He was trying to get thrown. It took him a while. That's the umpires do that to you.
And by the way, I get what you're saying. I'm not super clear on those rules. If nothing was called there, to me, that looks like a normalish baseball play.
Yeah, you got to. I mean, you have to stay in that box now.
I know, but
and then at the last second go inside of the line to tag the base, which is crazy.
That's kind of what he did.
He was inside on the grass the entire time.
Is that not what you were saying? Or you're saying
there's a runner's lane right there. You can see it. He's not in it at all.
Yeah. So. Yeah. I thought you were saying start inside, go out, not stay outside.
Well, he was inside the entire time.
I don't know. If that didn't get called, I wouldn't have been shocked. But I
think a lot of traditional baseball fans and baseball fans in general are that shouldn't be the way it is, but they're trying to avoid those collisions at first base.
I get it. Give me the double bag. I know people don't love it. Marcus Semien, 3 hits, homer to dead center. That gave me a head tilt. Luis Robert, 3 hits, involved in that comeback in the final game. Mark Vientos,
He's back.
Couple multi-hit bangers in this one. That along with another Mets thing I'm going to talk about later. Tune in.
The way I talked about Owen Casey and how he looks, he needs to figure his uniform out. I'm saying the same thing about Carson Bench. The chains are too much.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't fit to me. I told Jolly that, and he said I need to chill out.
Jolly needs to chill out, and that's a consensus. Brave Snakes split 4. Tradition on these episodes, if you split 4, we try to highlight a thing or two. Again, I have Drake Baldwin circled as where is he going to be on the catcher pantheon by midseason or the end of the season. And here's some good old. I was going to say what the Fernandez kid is providing for Arizona is something. I mean, throwing down a bunt, obviously had his debut. The Fernandez kid throwing down a bunt, effort. And honestly, I know, Dalt's in the room with us right now. If the Diamondbacks get bullpen efforts, they kind of win games, and they've been getting that some days.
Shout out Ketel Marte. He gets his 10-5, which means he's got a no trade clause, and then has a walk off the next day. So that's awesome. It's kind of all I got here. I got another Braves thing coming later.
Okay. Ozzie hitting the home run to take the lead, and then Matt Olson. Little and big is how I would label that. Reds Rangers. Maybe this is the last series I don't know if we have to get lost in it, but like I've said, Trev, and I've done this a couple times this year. Like, I love the talent. Like, if you told me these guys are pitching in October between Burns, Leiter, Lauder, Rocker, like these are prospect names we've heard about for a long time, and now they're getting it done at the big league level. And I guess for both these teams, the offense ends up being the problem, which Spencer Steer's big homer in that first one, and the Reds doing enough in the final 2 games. But, yeah, every time I look at the talent on this field, I was like, these teams belong.
Brett Lauder has been awesome. Chase, all these young guys have been really, really good. Kind of what you expected, especially from the Reds rotation. Is Tyler Stevenson an old now?
I think as baseball goes, yeah.
Nice homer for him.
Yeah.
Go ahead homer here in the 9th. Oof.
That's what I'm
old versus old.
That's the camera angle I'm talking about. I can never, when a ball's heading out to that part of the ballpark, I just can't tell. I don't know if it's the camera angle's higher or the outfielders take the same route no matter what, but I just can't tell if the ball's going at that stadium or not.
It kind of juts in right there in that right center. I feel like if balls are up, they kind of go, although that's a tough park to hit. Chris Martin, old.
Chris Martin
on the game for a long time. Yeah. Confirmed. Yeah. And then, like I said, Rhett Lauder, like kind of not the same as watching Chase Burns, like a little more pitcher-esque, where Burns can just he's just filthy. But the Reds are exciting, man. They've always been exciting. If they could just figure out their offense and like be more consistent there, they're going to be a very, very scary team, especially if at the end of the year they get that guy Hunter Green back.
6-0 in 2-run games currently. That matters for the Reds. You mentioned Lauder, 5 scoreless starts of at least 5 innings. Matches Fernando Valenzuela, the most by any pitcher through their first 8 career games. And yeah, you get the Terry Francona quote. In an era where you kind of grip it and rip it, he can go to different quadrants and he doesn't have to throw 95, 96. He just looks like a veteran who knows what he's doing.
It's true. He's got a little funk to him that helps out a lot. He's fun to watch, man.
Rob, I'm sorry, I was reading that Francona quote. Do we just have a straight-on face shot of Lauder? Because the hair situation, I don't know.
Who we got to give a shout-out right now to?
Who's that?
Braves Ashland.
Yeah. She was on it first. She was on it first. She'd been tweeting about Rhett Lauder a half-decade ago.
Yeah. What is Hey, Ash, what is you doing, baby?
Wow.
That's where it came from.
Yeah. Hot boys list, you and her. Might have to run that back. There's a new generation of baby-faced baseball players that are going for the mustache and the long hair, and I don't know what to do with it yet. But I'll figure it out. Ellie De La Cruz fast update. It was McCutchen had a chance there. The crowd was going nuts. Didn't get it done. It's whatever. Phils beat the Rocks. Coach Trev, I said what I said about that. So if you want anything there, or Dodgers Nats, the Mookie injury stinks, and that's what to watch for going forward with them. Roki gets knocked around again. They dominated the Nationals.
I'm good with going. I just want to check one thing here. Aaron Nola, even year, off to a good start. Boom.
Yep.
Nailed it.
Naseem Nunez is on the All-Story Ellie team this year.
Okay.
Him and Sanoa, it's short and third. Watch out. I don't know if we're winning. We're playing intense. Yeah, Dodgers, Phils, we're going to get a lot more of you guys later on this year when you're not playing the Rockies and the Nets. That's just the facts. Can we go to Standout Performances?
It's time for Standout Performances.
Standout Performances.
Standout Performances.
This guy stood out for Trev.
Say what?
Coach?
I'm going to go with an old friend of the show.
Really?
Who's a nice guy.
Love that.
He's got a video to prove it. Framber Valdez. He goes 6 innings pitched, 3 hits, no earned runs, 5 Ks, and he started off his Tigers campaign. 2 starts, 12 innings pitched, only 1 earned run. So that's a .75 ERA. He's matched Skubal in that regard. 10 Ks, man, and only 3 walks. He's everything that we thought he would be. He's just a really good pitcher that I think a lot of teams are going to look back at this deal, the Murakami deal, and be like, what were we thinking? Why were we out on this guy? Like it was a bad sequence of events that just totally soured everybody on who he is, which is a guy who I think can age really well because he doesn't rely on velocity. He gets ground balls. He can strike people out when he needs to. Like he's just an all-around good pitcher, and we're continuing to see it here. I think in that ballpark, I think we might see his best year this year. He keeps the ball on the ground already, but if guys elevate, that's not an easy park to hit in. Like the defense has to be good. Like that's going to be, we'll see how that goes with him because he needs that. But I mean, he is that guy that we thought he was. Shout out Framber Valdez.
Everything you said makes sense. It is crazy that his name is now kind of not associated with his good pitching, at least for a little bit. But that can go away quick if the Tigers start winning ball games and he looks like he did. And with him aging, like feels like he doesn't throw his hardest. Like it doesn't look like he's an overthrower. And dude, he doesn't mind being in the zone. He's like, my stuff does enough. You'll get a couple. That's fine. I'm gonna get most of them.
He's just I agree with you. Like the mechanics are very sound, and he's not like an overthrower. Like to me, like that means he's going to continue to make his starts.
He's a pitcher. Weird body.
He probably still runs polls.
It's interesting. I could see him not. I could see him not. Whatever it's doing, it's working. It's working. Trev, I'm going to give my standout to a Met. That's right, Mets fans. I'm still here. I'm with you. It's Francisco Alvarez. I mentioned the other hitters contributing for the New York Mets as they took 3 out of 4 against the Giants. I didn't talk about Francisco Alvarez, but that was strategic, people, because on Friday night, he had a 2-homer night. Those were his 2 hits, 2 RBIs, 2 runs. Francisco Alvarez, 24 years old, a guy that we've seen. He made his debut in 2022. Do you remember? He was a young pup that now it's been a weird little ride with him, that every year we looked at the stats at the end of the season and we're like, okay, it's not bad. It's not who it should be. And then things got, I don't want to say rock bottom last year, but he got sent down in his 4th year being in the big leagues. And I think there was some stuff there with hitting coach Eric Chavez that they were trying to get him to stop pulling the ball and hitting home runs. And I just think some guys are good at pulling the ball and hitting home runs, and I think he's one of them. The Troll is an amazing nickname, like historical, 5'10", 233. And if you look at the stats at the end of last year, which, again, I said we've done this, 256, 339, a 787 OPS, and that was after he got sent down. When he got called up, it was 41 games, 276, 360, a 921 OPS. And I know Mets fans have heard me toil with where they're going to be this season and the NL has a lot of competitive teams. Go look at the standings as of today. Like the whole National League is above 500. That at some point you have to not pick someone. When I get the most excited about the Mets is when I see Alvarez as their 9-hole hitter. Because that dude has a chance to be one of the best hitting catchers in the game this year. And I do think the 9-hole is still underrated lineup-wise.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Didn't know you were going to go there.
Yeah. I know you don't always love that one, but actually, you don't hate it because I think one time you said you're like, you go look at a lot of games where teams score runs is because the bottom did something. You set up good guys.
Exactly. Like that. I mean, that's just like bonus hitting, essentially, the bottom of the lineup doing that. And the good teams have guys that go on streaks where they can kind of do that. You have to have that. Love me some Francisco Alvarez. Hey, be who you are as a hitter. I think that's something that people really need to remember when you're at the big league level. A lot of times you're like, shit, I got to make an adjustment. And, I can't do this, can't do that. It's like, well, dude, it's called a slump, man. Like everyone goes through it. Like, you know what your strength is. Continue to work at that. You can't always just work on your weaknesses. And like, it's a fool's errand. You ever heard that expression?
I have heard that.
Okay.
I am a fool's errand.
Keep pulling the ball, big guy.
The pull rate's up significantly. The fly ball rate is up significantly. That's kind of the formula in baseball right now. Ex-WOBA barrel percentage hard hit. There's some blood red on that baseball savant. He's 24. I think he went through baseball.
24?
Yes, dude. And I think he went through baseball's lumps a little bit. That he's now prime. Like that, the Mets' depth on that lineup can be special if Simeon is a good version of himself. That's where I do get excited about the Mets season.
Benj is a show off. This is what I told Jolly. I said, don't let him do the Mark Vientos thing where, Swaggy V, all that kind of got humbled. But then Jolly's like, well, it's Mark Swaggy V's back.
Yeah, maybe.
A good counter argument by him.
Good counter, Jolly. Proud of you. Really, really sticking up for himself these days. 24. Rob, that video you sent to Coach Trev the other day, is that a 24-year-old Coach Trev?
Oh, the one I got tagged and I sent that
Coach
to you
sent
guys.
it, yeah.
Is he? What year is that?
He's 24. Found video of 24-year-old Trevor Plouffe while digging the archives.
2011, yeah.
What a time.
That footage looks like it's from the 1970s.
That was rough, bro.
What is up with that? Look at that.
You look like an 80s ball player there.
Look at that play.
You look like it's a nice play. It's a nice play. Show run off the field, head down. This is me. This is what I like.
That's
the sunglasses, the hair's done up. Crushing.
That's like coming off the airplane commercial. To the AAA Rochester Airport right there.
It was good. It was good. I'm out of options, so this is going to be my last year at Rochester no matter what. I was like, yes. Yes, Trev.
Also one dot of it through 50 games.
Sorry about that. The sideburns, coach?
What are you supposed to do with you got no we weren't allowed to have facial hair in the minor leagues.
Roman nose. All right.
Yeah, big Roman nose.
That was the first time because normally you bring that up and I don't notice your nose at all. It was young Trev seeing that thing leak out a little bit. I was like, okay, yeah.
When you're skinny, it kind of shows up. Get me off the screen. Let's go to the next segment because Chris Rose is already yelling at me.
Chris Rose is yelling. Trev, there's a lot of, Ozzy
It's called baseball today.
Lawrence Butler. You mentioned Miguel Vargas. So many pitchers. Steven Matz shoved. Did we say that yet? We did not because it was against
Christian
guys.
Walker's back.
Grant Holmes. Let's get to Fuego.
Dirt nasties on Fuego. That means I'm on fire, baby. Like Waco.
I'm going to go through this quick. So do not blink or rub your ears like that. What is that called? A wet willy. Matt Olson, 5 for 15, 3 doubles, 2 homers, 4 runs driven in. Let's move on.
We remember.
CJ Abrams.
We remember.
4 for 10, 2 homers, 6 runs driven in. He's homered in 3 straight games. That's the longest shut streak by a National since my favorite player, Trey Turner. Ben Rice, nice swing. I like the swing. I think it plays 3 for 10, a double, and 2 homers in that series. Xavier Edwards, you mentioned him earlier, 7 for 12 in the series, 2 doubles, a homer, 5 runs driven in. Quality at bats off the charts for him, 65% this year. That's second in the NL behind, of course, or second in Major League Baseball behind Yordan Alvarez. Max Muncy of the A's, local guy for me, 7 for 13. I kind of feel like we look alike a little bit. Maybe not. A double, a homer, 3 runs driven in. He's slugging .824 on pitches out over the plate this year. That's the highest in all of baseball. Luis Garcia of the Nationals, 6 for 14. Their offense has been going, Coach.
Yeah.
They've been scoring runs, but they be giving up runs too. 6 for 14, 2 doubles, a triple, and a homer in the series. Kyle Tucker, 5 for 10, hit his first homer as a Dodger this season. He had 4 runs driven in. Marcus Semien, you just mentioned, 6 for 12, a homer, 4 runs driven in. And then Kerry Carpenter was 4 for 9 with 2 homers and 5 runs driven in. And that's who's in Fuego so far.
I love it. Xavier Edwards, awesome to watch him for a weekend. And I think there's 4 hitters who are hitting 300 or above since the start of 2024, and I believe he's one of them. It's like Judge, Arise, Xavier Edwards, and someone else who's like the best player in the game. So, yeah, interested to see where he could land this year. We always second base is kind of a thin position that if he's a guy, really big asset for that Fish team.
Chandler Simpson also on fire.
Oh, all right. Snaps.
He was hitting 4th yesterday against the Twins.
This Rays team,
Rays going Ray.
I need their bullpen to be good, and I need them to play defense. When they do that, they'll hook me back in.
The defense is so bad right now. Junior Caminero is like the Augustine Ramirez of third baseman right now.
Is that a shot fired at the DR?
I guess. I'm not.
Yeah.
I just seen it with my own eyes.
Felt like it. No, it's I don't know. People hear us say this every episode now, but like the Guardians catch the ball and they throw the ball, and that's going to win you 80 games. So
yes. If
you can have CJ Kafis turn on 2, you might win a couple more, and that's what happens. Where that's where I can't believe it. I miss the pesky Rays.
Yeah, I mean they are not playing that way right now.
I miss if you made one mistake against the Rays, you put your head down. You're like, God damn it. They're about to score 3 runs on bunts, infield singles, and a pass ball.
They don't really do that anymore. It's kind of like they get 4 hitters at the top of the line if they just bang the ball. And that's kind of it.
All right. That was a little Rays talk that leaked in. Great job on Fuego, Coach Trev. Here we are, people. It's time for the first batters who are struggling of the year.
Hey, man, you've been struggling lately. It's time to pick it up!
And again, this is for them to get off of this. That's the goal.
It's fine. These guys need to hear this. You know what? I'm sick of the coddling generation.
Yes. Pat Murphy.
Wake up.
Pat Murphy had a turtle in his pocket.
They got a
Did
pet
we talk
turtle.
about that? I feel like we haven't talked about that.
On a leash.
Addison Barger. Well, I'm Jake.
I had a turtle growing up.
I want a turtle.
My turtle didn't have a cage. It would just walk around my house. It usually slept behind the TV.
It's warm.
Every once in a while, we would just see it, and he'd feed it some lettuce, and then he would just go back behind the TV for a while.
That's crazy. I don't love that.
The desert tortoise still alive to this day.
Really? How old is it?
Probably 30, 35, 36. Awesome. It's going to outlive me.
Shout out to Trisha
Actually,
Whitaker.
It won't, because I'm going to live till 115.
Yeah. Sorry to your turtle that you will outlive. Shout out to Trisha, who's set this whole thing up by having the pocket pancake situation. Now it's turned into the pocket turtle. Pat Murphy going down as an iconic baseball legend. Like we're now grandkids are going to be asking who the hell was this guy? Brewers won another series. Okay, I'm just avoiding it at this point. Addison Barger. Is he the next Chipper Jones? That was me quoting myself. 1 for 19. And then Barger left the game on Sunday hurting both ankles running on a grounder. Toronto's got the injury bug going on a little bit up there. Kyle Manzardo, a little 2 for 30. That's 0.67. A lot of punch tickets, low OPS. Marcelo Zuna. I don't know, glass half full for Pittsburgh. He's in a 2 for 27. 0-50 on pitches in the strike zone. Let's work on that. Caleb Durbin. I feel like I'm guilty for these next two guys. Caleb Durbin at third for the Sox. Ryan McMahon at third for the Yanks. Each only have 2 hits on the season. I don't know. Short, handsome, both make plays. Just got to hit the ball. This one's on you, Jordan Beck.
Well, no, I got a new guy in Colorado.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So maybe this is even more on you.
Okay, TJ Rumfield, my guy.
2 for 22. Cal Raleigh, okay. 5 for 38. He's yet to homer this season. Has missed on 58% of his swings on fastballs. That's the highest in Major League Baseball. So it's just a click off for Big Cal right now. Speaking of big, Josh Naylor. He's joining him at the party. 5 for 40. And then this one, you and I have to wear this together. Trevor Story. 5 for 42 to kick off the year. Chased 49% of pitches out of the zone. That's the highest in the AL this year. So let's I'll take one.
Is that the last baseball player guest we've had on this show?
Interesting question.
I think it was.
I mean, we did a thing for a little bit where we had a World Series winner hop on here and there.
Yeah.
Like we had AJ Pollock. Do we have someone else? I don't know. It's been a minute.
It's been a minute.
The
people come here for us, Jake.
Shout out PCA. We like him.
Ian Happ, I believe.
Okay.
And
we also had Miguel Rojas on one of the trade deadline ones, right?
That was crazy.
That was Chris Rose, though. Chris Rose rotation, technically.
Miggy Rojas did a free agency draft, which I don't know if the legalities matter there, but it's crazy.
I never doubted you, Miggy.
All right. The show continues to go down before we come back up. It's the IL. Garrett Clevenger in that Rays bullpen. Bailey Falter. I like him. Jordan Lawler, after hitting his first career Major League home run, left elbow fracture, 6 to 8 weeks. Brutal. Oviedo, elbow strain for the Sox kid. We mentioned Alejandro Kirk's thumb fracture. Justin Verlander, that left hip. That'll get you. Carter Baumler, the Rule 5 pick for Texas. Right intercostal strain. Mookie Betts, oblique coach, 4 to 6. He told Katie Woo it's going to be quicker. Tell him to be careful with that, okay?
Yeah, relax, Mookie.
Mookie, you're cemented, bro. Give it the extra week. Hunter Brown, right shoulder strain. Let's see. They're being precautious. Let's see. Cade Horton, right forearm strain. Scary. Extended period of time. Everson Pereira for the White Sox. Jared Triolo, a right knee injury. He's going to be out a few weeks. Konnor Griffin. We can start to pick it up. Back from the IL. J.P. Crawford. Come on. Mickey Moniak. These are your guys.
Hit a homer.
Zach Veen hit a couple of them who people are excited about. Adrian Del Castillo for Del Snakes. He's back. That is the IL. We can finally kick people's weeks off the right way.
Awards!
It's time for awards brought to you by SeatGeek. Coach Trev, do it.
I am going with my favorite fruit award. And I love fruit. That's like my snack. You know, when I have a nice meal, my sweet afterwards is usually a nice piece of fruit that I have in my house. So I kind of go through a lot of different ones. And for a while, I was super into Honeycrisp apples. And they're just a good old fashioned fruit, good crunch. I like that. Like when grapes are right, they hit. Kiwis are fun. I eat the skin. I don't really care.
Really?
I think it tastes good. Yeah, I'm not opposed to that. Mango's great. Really hard to cut up.
I like mango.
I love melon. I'm one of the guys like fruit salad. Everyone leaves the melon. Give me cantaloupe. Give me the honeydew. I love all the melon.
What fruits are you out on?
So here's the thing.
Okay.
All of them,
Out.
except one. I found number one. I'm out on all the fruits because I'll tell you why. All fruits spoil too easily, man. You can't put the apples with the other fruit because the apples emit some sort of gas that spoils everything else. Too often are the berries in my fridge going rotten before I finish eating them. You got to wash them with baking soda. It's just too much. It's too much upkeep for fruit. So I've narrowed it down, Coach.
Okay.
I've narrowed it down.
I'm listening.
Number one fruit, a navel orange.
Oh.
And I'll tell you why. It's as consistent comes.
Okay.
It shows up no matter what. It's got the big rind on it, so it never spoils. You could have an orange that sits out on your counter for a month. It's still going to be banging. Think about a banana on your counter for a month. It can't even survive a week. So some other fruits might taste better, but the consistency of an orange and the fact that it's just always available has made it my number one fruit. Matt Olson has now played in 792 games in a row. It goes back from May 2nd, 2021, when he was still on the A's, and it still goes on till today. So Matt Olson, to me, is like a navel orange, where like there might be some other fruits, like a Corey Seager. I don't know, like every once in a while it might hit better. But overall, I'm taking Matt Olson over Corey Seager because he's available to play. And not only is he available to play, it's banging. Like an orange, a good orange is so juicy. It's got good texture to it. You could even peel the orange, leave it out on your counter, and it's still going to maintain like its consistency because it's all packed in these little individual cells. I don't know, man. Matt Olson, May 2nd, 2021 through today. 262, 357, 511 for an 868 OPS. That's 10th in all of baseball. 5th in baseball since then in homers, 3rd in doubles, 3rd in runs driven in. Like he's available, he's consistent. I think Matt Olson just deserves so much more. He's my navel orange. So I'm giving my favorite fruit award to Matt Olson and his consistency, man. 792 games in a row and counting. I think we overlooked that. I think we overlooked the availability of Matt Olson. So he gets my award today.
I'm glad you didn't. That was a wild ride for a little bit there, Coach. Good to see you. Good to see you back in full gear. I don't think oranges don't do much for me.
You gotta get you a navel orange and sit down and really enjoy it.
Okay.
Because then it leaves a good smell on your hands. You're peeling the orange. The oil gets on your hands. You can also use it to cook sauces.
Okay.
Like duck à l'orange, orange chicken.
Is that Doug à l'orange that just got mentioned?
Yes.
He's one of the best players in baseball. He's one of the most constant players in baseball, kind of what your speech was about there. And the Atlanta Braves, early on this season, the offense, and this is supposed to be that 2023 Braves that was continuing a dynasty of Braves baseball. They're one of the best offensive teams we've ever seen. Braves 6th in weighted runs created plus early on this year. And yeah, they had some injuries to the pitching staff. They had some injuries in the lineup. They had the Profar situation. They still got guys. And that's why I think that's part of the reason I keep circling Drake Baldwin, because I know who Matt Olson is. I think I know who Ronald Acuna Jr. is. I think Ozzy's got more than he's put out there the past couple of years. That they still have more than enough that offense should click. And it feels like the vibes are still high. Dom Smith, I gave him my award last time, contributing. Great job, Trev. Trev, I'm going to be a little more on the nose with it. I'm going with the Fear the Reaper award because we've been raised, don't fear the Reaper. I fear the Reaper, and the Reaper is the bad man out in San Diego. And for me, okay, you just did your whole fruit analogy thing, and I think Matt Olson's a stand-up guy. I think I've said that before. Mason Miller, for me, when we talk about the freaks in this game, I don't know if we talk about him soon enough. Obviously, Shohei, Judge, we got a few different guys that can do different things. Mason Miller came up and was a freak show, and we're like, oh, he's the best closer. He throws harder and whatever. This is cool. He got traded to San Diego. Wow, it was they gave up a real prospect to get him, and let's see where Leo DeVries is at in a couple moons. As of right now, I don't care. 4 appearances on the season, 4 saves, 4.1 innings. He's given up 1 hit and 1 walk. 11 strikeouts in those 4.1 innings. If you're a FIP person, it's a negative 1.19, which I'd have to talk to my analytics department to see how that works, because in my head, FIP's something that shouldn't go below 0. Oh, well, if you do, okay. Tell me in the comments. Mason Miller's first 26 games as a Padre. That's pretty good. That's what, half a season for a reliever? Something like that, close. 27.2 innings. 8 hits. He's given up 2 earned runs, 11 walks, 56 strikeouts. So that is a 0.68 ERA. It is a 0.7 whip, a 0.76 FIP, an 18.2 K per 9. So it's this weird thing of we kind of know. Like if you're talking baseball with someone and you're like, hey, best closers, who you got? And you're like, well, Mason Miller, Edwin Diaz, there's a couple of these guys. What he's doing is unmatched. Even Chapman kicked back into gear last year and was doing some freaky stuff. Since he's been a Padre, he's unfair. I don't know. We've talked about this a lot with bullpens, and you get PTSD when we talk about the Royals bullpen from those 2014, 2015 teams. I think what he provides, along with the rest of the Padres bullpen, but when they scored against Chapman in the top of the 9th, it's over. It's over, which a lot of teams don't have that, especially at Fenway Park, bro, where it almost feels like that Sacramento field. If you make one pitch, you're supposed to lose at that field. The guy's a freak show. I think whatever his WAR comes out to, I think it underestimates it, because the value of a closer this good is impossible to measure.
Agreed. I mean, it's like literally game over. They used to play that when Eric Gagne came in at Dodger Stadium. It was one of the coolest things going when I was a kid. Feels the exact same. Like, he is so dominant that, yes, give him any semblance of a lead and you get the victory. So Padres, figure that aspect of it out, score a little bit more to get your guy in the game. But yeah, it looks like hitters are like, fuck, what am I going to do? That's kind of when you watch hitters walk up to the plate against him, they are in defensive mode. And really, I mean, who's getting an ace swing off Mason Miller? Nobody. You're going up there trying to just I got to put one in play, essentially. And you mentioned 18.2 Ks per 9. Most guys are not putting it in play.
No. And I think he froze, was it Marcelo with a backdoor slider? That changeup thing he threw to Yoshida was
96.
Just devil's work. Pitch Ninja that's a fastball on the corner at 103, and then it's a changeup in the other batter's box. I think he just freezes him. See you later.
It's interesting because Yohan Duran has similar stuff, right? Like, they both they're nasty, but Miller's had a much better K per 9. Like, Duran's has got to be somewhere like 10.
Yeah, I feel like Duran gives up more contact, more than you.
It's weird how that works, but
yeah, I think the fastballs are different. Duran also off to a pretty nice start out of the gate, but yeah, he just 11.3 career K rate for Duran, and it's up this year. So it's always felt like there's a little more in there, but
it ain't 18.
It ain't 18, and it's early, but yeah, I mean that's it looks the part. So Fear the Reaper. Use code TALKIN2026 for 10% off your next set of tickets at SeatGeek. Ended up on Eric Gagne's baseball reference page. Great Canadian, and one of the best 3-year runs we've ever seen from a reliever.
Changeup as well.
Won the Cy Young. Mason Miller, little sprinkle. If he gets,
he's like part of my childhood baseball fandom is Eric Gagne.
Me too, Trev. Look at us. And now we're lucky enough that we get to yuck some ball with you guys. Thank everyone so much. We thank everyone, I guess you should say. Subscribe, share all the good stuff. Let us know what we miss. You know your team better than us. We'll be back Wednesday. Well, midweeker.
Jake sucks.
Well, midweek Johnson.
And then maybe together.
Together.
You kind of got like a streetwear vibe going.
I had a funny moment. I've been dressing decently to work for a little while, and I got to take that back. So yeah, it's colder than I thought today, so sweats were kind of the play.
Okay.